work right now. No. Actually, not. No. Hold on, I'll call right back.
What's going on, family? We back with another vlog, and right now I was just thinking, I'm about to finish these wings that me and Basil got yesterday from Wingstop, and I was just thinking about it. Yesterday we did a little grocery shopping, and we picked up some food after. We usually normally do that when we go out grocery shopping, get something quick. And I was just thinking about it, like after you eat certain foods, if you're paying attention to yourself, you can kind of tell the way the food makes you feel. And these last couple times I've been eating chicken or food from different places, I notice it's been making me real tired, you feel me? Or I'll go to the bathroom like 3 times straight after I eat the food. And to be honest, it really started, making me aware, like, I don't know if I should be eating this or just eating it, as casual as I have been. Now, the last time I probably had wings was when we went to Sharks, probably about a month ago. But even when I ate that, it made me a little tired. Now, prior to eating these wings, I had some fruit, I had some pineapples, I had some dates, and I drank some water. That was good. And then I'm about to knock these 2 wings off because that's just what I'm gonna finish off for the rest of the day. But it got me thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to continue to, eat these foods. And the reason I say that is because every time you eat and it make you want to go to sleep, we used to look at it as like, oh, you got the itis or you ate good. But now I'm starting to look at it as like, I don't want to say a bad thing, but it's kind of in a way. Every time you eat, I don't think you should be, having to go to sleep. Now, I am going to finish this right now, but I'm talking about in the long term, in the future. I don't see myself just, continuing to eat this food at this pace. Not only that, I was reading something the other day and it was explaining how, certain foods affect your mental. Like, a lot of people, they may be wondering why their mind is always getting foggy, or they might be having negative thoughts, or their body just not functioning how they need to function. A lot of that got to do with the food that we eat and that we decide to, put in our bodies on a day-to-day basis. Now, I know a lot of people is probably like, oh, here he go. But that's really the main reason why I don't really, speak like this to everybody, because somebody is always going to have something, negative to say, or they may just be the type of person that is not used to changing their ways. I can definitely say I am stuck in my ways when it comes to a lot of things, but if I get some information or, I'm aware of some things, me knowing that information is going to kind of help me change the way I view things or the way I look at it. And when it comes to this food, I'm just realizing, like, it does have an effect on your body, and it's not always in a positive way. Not only that, when you brought up in a certain culture, you kind of brought up, eating a certain type of way, which is cool, but over time, you gotta learn, you gotta grow, and you gotta change. Now, we do have some wings in the fridge that we got from the market, and of course, we're not gonna waste the wings. But just moving forward, I think I wanna like cut down on the meat, or even if it's the meat, you feel me? Even if I'm still eating meat, I don't want to eat it as much. You feel me? Just kind of wean off of it, because I don't know. Little do y'all know, it was said that when you eating chicken and stuff like that, those hormones from the chicken or whatever emotions that was in the chicken when it was cooked is being passed over to you. Now, a lot of people might be like, "Oh, you tripping," but if you really think about it, when you start feeling certain type of emotions that wasn't there after you eat certain foods, it only makes sense. You feel me? Especially with the way the world is going, how the chicken is being pumped with a bunch of hormones. You just never know what you might be eating. But this was just food for thought, and I wanted to really turn on the camera and let y'all know this because it was on my mind. And even though you might be in the habit of working out or exercising your body, if you are kind of eating foods on a consistent basis that is tearing it down or breaking it down, then it kinda, you feel me, it's like you being counterproductive for yourself. Now it's a little tricky because Basil, he actually gotta gain weight. He gotta gain weight for basketball and all that. So you feel me, he eating a lot, but I be thinking about it from the terms of like a mental aspect. Like, of course he in shape because he work out his body and all that, but I be looking at it from a perspective of, you know, what it's doing to your mind. Like, because you only can play sports for a certain amount of time, you feel me? So a lot of the things that, you know, athletes and all that do to their bodies is cool, but you don't never know the long term effects it might have on your mind. So I just be thinking about all this stuff. It's like ever since, you know, my eyes have been open a little bit, it's like I be going into things with a deeper thought, like a really deeper understanding. And if you're really paying attention to the world, you feel me? It's a mass spiritual attack on people that's not really aware. So the things that you looking at, the things that you hearing, the things that you speaking out your mouth, you gotta be careful and you gotta be aware of the things that you eat and you putting into your body. It's just essential that, you know, as time going on, we just taking better care of ourselves and we doing the things that's going to allow us to operate at maximum capacity. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't always think like this. I wasn't always the type of person to just be on it. I used to have that same mentality, like it ain't that deep. But as you are trying to grow, you trying to be more productive, and you trying to just maximize your energy and your time here on this earth, you start paying attention to little things like that, because you eat some food and then you lay down for 2-3 hours. That's 2-3 hours out your day that you already was asleep for what, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. So you add on another 3 to that. It's almost like you sleeping your day away, you sleeping your life away. Now, some people might look at it as you getting extra rest, which is cool, but that can't become a habit on your day-to-day basis, because you're taking large chunks of your life and you putting it into sleep. And as y'all know, you feel me, I had the mindset like you really are going to sleep when you pass away. You feel me? You get to get as much rest as you can when you're no longer here. While we here, even if you not doing nothing extravagant, we want to enjoy, you know, the time that we are here on this earth, and, you know, maximize as much as we can. But with that being said, I'm about to dip this garlic parmesan in this ranch, or I think this is blue cheese. And we was in a line for I want to say about 15-20 minutes. I don't think that it was worth 15-20 minutes. The food was actually good, but the fact that I went to the bathroom 3-4 times after that and went to sleep and was feeling kind of tired, at the end of the day, it became not worth it to me. With all the trash that I was talking about the food, I had to find time to come out here and enjoy this weather, enjoy this fresh air. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, as time going on, I'm starting to learn myself a little bit more each day. And I enjoy coming outside, you know, sitting in a grassland-like area next to some trees and just enjoying the air, you know, enjoying the fresh breeze. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't always like that. If I was coming outside, it was strictly to get some physical exercise, and I'm going right back inside now. I'm finding enjoyment in just sitting out here, you feel me? It's a great place to clear my head, clear my thoughts, get my thoughts together, and just enjoying life, enjoying nature for what it is. It's crazy because I wasn't always like this. Coming outside, I enjoy coming outside, but just sitting here, I would have looked at it as like it was boring, or like, what am I doing? But now I'm starting to find enjoyment in the little things. And it's crazy because you would expect somebody, probably like a retired person or somebody older, to think like that, you feel me? Or younger kids, I guess. I don't know. It depends on who you are as a person, you feel me? Some people don't like coming outside and involving themselves with grass and things like that, but I'm starting to learn these are one of my habits. environments like that, it just bring me peace. It bring me a sense of peace, and feel good, especially when the weather is not too hot, not too cold. It's just the right temperature where it need to be. But I can definitely say, after walking that food off, I feel a lot better. Yesterday, I went to the bathroom, like I told y'all, and then I end up going to sleep. But now that I walked it off a little bit, I don't feel tired, I don't feel none of that. But all of this got to do with, how we taking care of ourselves. We got to make sure we taking care of ourselves. Because if not, man, you'll end up passing away and leaving this earth faster than what you expected. A lot of people think of life expectancy at a certain age, but it all depends on how you take care of yourself. You feel me? Now, unexpected things happen, but if you being protected and if you moving the right way, you taking care of yourself, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be here for a good while. And even though life is short, life is long. It all depends on how you look at it, the perspective that you look at it. But I know that definitely watching what you eat, being mindful of that, making sure you're getting physical exercise, and just how you taking care of yourself overall determines, the quality of the life that you're going to have. And I'm realizing that ever since I'm, focusing more on myself, and, really paying attention to me, my mental health, the food that I'm eating, the exercise that I'm getting, the thing that, I'm allowing myself to indulge in is really having an effect on my quality of being. And I didn't always look at it like that. But the more you evaluate yourself, you understand what you like, what you don't like, what brings enjoyment into your life. All of those things matter. And I'm not going to lie, it's not a lot of things that excite me in this lifetime. I kind of feel like I've been here before. You feel me? So simple things like this, just sitting outside enjoying nature. You feel me? Of course, I'm by myself right now. I don't have no family around me right now, which is good too. You feel me? That's good. I'm learning that, it's good to spend time by yourself. You feel me? So you can, know what that feels like. Even when you might be going through something, it's important that you know how to deal with your emotions. You know how to deal with, pain that's coming to you without having to always, rely or call on somebody, because they may not always be there for you. They may not always be available to be able to help you in that way. And you don't always want to, put whatever you got going on under somebody else. You want to be able to, just connect with the Most High, connect with God, and, that'll ultimately be your source of comfort, or your source of what'll heal you, or what'll get you back right. You feel me? And that's what I'm understanding now. But I'm feeling a lot better, man. But this might be the end of this vlog. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification for more vlogs. Let's get it.